In today's video, I'm going to talk about Joe Rogan. Is Joe Rogan anti-Semite? The answer is no. People don't know that Joe Rogan have audiences. Most of his audiences are half is pro-Israel and half non-pro-Israel. So when the whole Joe Rogan is anti-Semite, anti-Israel came about, start to bubble in the surface when Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, unofficially, there was some kind of rumor that he wanted to go to Joe Rogan's podcast, to talk about issues, at least to reach the wider audience, the wider podcast listening audience. Joe Rogan turned him down. Joe Rogan turned him down. It's not coming from him personally. You got to understand, Joe Rogan is not just the face. It is all the machines that comes behind him. Probably they have advised him it's going to be too wild. He interviewed the Neko boys, and then those guys got a huge flack for interviewing Benjamin Netanyahu. And then Joe Rogan have to play along. Mind you, they pay this guy a lot of money, and in his contracts, he have to listen to those people that pay him a lot of money. So I don't think if it was for him alone, I think he will interview Benjamin Netanyahu. So this is not me trying to defend him. Even though it might seem like it, but I don't really think that's what it is. I don't think he's anti-Israel. Even Candy Someone, but Candy Someone is a little bit controversial, so I'm not gonna touch that one. But Joe Rogan specifically, I think it is more to do with the fact that it's a big organization. He's the face. It's a big machine that pushes him there. The money that is need to be made, people will put their ads. It comes down to money, and he have to play along. So would I to interview Benjamin Netanyahu, at least for him to reach wider audience, people that disagree with what he's doing or not, to listen to him? I would have loved him to, but for the fact it didn't happen. Yeah, so it comes down to money, as I said earlier when I started this video. So I have watched his conversation when it comes to Israel. It have never been anti-Israel, but I would say he's more on the left on the issue. He's more on the left center of the issue. So yeah, Joe Rogan, in my opinion, is not anti-Israel. It's just more like as we said, the whole podcast is not him alone. This guy I don't know how much Spotify paid him, and then $100 million or something he makes and all. So ad money come from people that are pro-Israel and people that are anti-Israel. It comes from both sides. So if he's a one-man soldier that doesn't make any money on his own, I don't think his stand will be a little bit different. And then interviewing Benjamin. And a lot of you guys don't know, some of these celebrities you think you know personally, you don't know them at all. There's some celebrities you see on paper, they sound like they are on the left, but if you meet them in real life and you happen to have a off the record conversation, these people are on the far right of every issues that you can think of, and you say, whoa. There are celebrities that are portraying themselves as liberal just to work, right? But then again, when you meet them off the record, which I have personally, you say, oh, I'm not gonna name names, but it is a thing. So Joe Rogan is not anti-Israel. He probably might not be on the right of every issues that are going on between Israel and Hamas, Gaza situation, and the Middle East entirely, but I don't think he's overall anti-Israel. So for those of you that are spreading it online, I'm not gonna tell you to stop, but it is what it is. You have it. If you feel like that's how you feel, that's no problem. But at the end of the day, he is a figure that represents the both sides of the issue, both sides of the argument. All right, so that's the video, man. See you guys on the next one. Bye bye.